guys, happy Sunday. Wishing everyone a good week. Um I have thoughts today on what's going on as far as in the USA regarding the current administration, the chaos that's going on in the different states. And before I do that, it's great weather today, blue skies, sunny, coolness in the air is dropping down in the 60s, so getting close to, it's weather. So anyway, let's get into this. Just appreciating the simple things of life before I get into the tedious things of life. Okay, so I heard that our current administration, our president, is saying that he's going to make sure that our military troops get paid by October 15, because there's this shutdown going on, and a lot of people are concerned, especially federal workers, especially the troops. Are they going to be getting their next paycheck? A lot of our people do live paycheck to paycheck, and it is a concern, and it does cause stress to families. So he has instructed Pete, I guess what the new name of that Department of War, to make sure that he gets funding to pay our troops. I agree with that because our military troops are very important. Right now, he have them on domestic soil in Oregon. I didn't even know there was an issue in Oregon and in Chicago. And oh my gosh, I was watching podcasts or YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube and independent channels because I feel that sometimes the mainstream news channels are so afraid of getting sued. They tend to like kiss butt a lot and don't really show what's going on. So I listen to a lot of independent channels more. So I see there was a fierce standoff in Chicago against, like, it looked like it was soldiers geared up in mask, shields, and gas masks, and then the opposite side there is the citizens that live in the state, and a lot of shouting, and I heard looked like an Illinois cop on a speakers saying the protest was illegal assembly. It looked crazy, y'all. So I was like, I don't know what's going on. And then I hear some people on other stations or other podcasts saying that it looked like the current administration is trying to get martial law, you know, into put it into status, let there be martial law in the states, because trying to enrage the citizens on the street and it's like an enticement to start martial law, let's say, the way the explanation was. And I'm like, that might be a possibility. And there's an encouragement of black and brown people not to get involved in the protests because they can get really seriously hurt, because it's like it's an enticement to enrage black and brown people. That's what I'm getting from listening to a lot of these different podcasts and YouTubers, and like, we should just stay low, not get involved, and just stay out of sight, because we're not going to be enticed to get involved. Because is that what you want? Is that your motive on martial law? So I hear a lot of that. So they could have a point on that. Also, so much crazy stuff going on. So there's a ceasefire for the meanwhile in the Hamas Gaza Strip area. I saw that a lot of the families were returning to the Gaza Strip to see if their homes were still there or not. And of course, a lot of their homes are not. There's debris, there's not even there. So they have nothing to really come back to. But they're There's strong people that are optimistic, trying to rebuild, trying to, but I don't know how long that will last, and how, their word, their promise, will they hold to that? I I have no clue, guys. But you can just pray um, that it holds. Um, Horrific time. I mean, since this year has started, there's so much crazy stuff going on. There was not a shooting this weekend. I believe this was in Mississippi. Apparently, like a high school homecoming game. An explosion at a military explosive plant. I believe this was Tennessee. Workers lost their life. I mean, every weekend there's something crazy going on. It's like, wow. And then also, you know, uh, Qatar, I guess that's how they pronounce it. Our current administration, the president, well, actually, it was Pete who announced that they were hosting a military base or building a military base for Qatar, 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 guys, in Idaho. Um, I had talked about that on my previous video. Um, the right, a lot of Republicans have concerns about that. The shutdown itself, a lot of Republicans have concerns about that. One particular one is Marjorie Green, because they blame the Democrats and the left for everything. But one big part of the shutdown is discussion on health care, um, concern about the U.S. citizen, myself, um, the healthcare premiums tripling or doubling for the new year. And if you look at your paycheck and if you get your healthcare through your employer, you notice that every year the premiums tend to be going up. So for it to suddenly go up like triple time or double time, that's a lot on a family. And also, it's expensive to get sick, guys, in the USA. Okay, and what depending on the insurance you have, some of them pay 80%, and please do in network, because if you go out network, oh my gosh, they get you there. If an ambulance pick you up, they're charging you, and you're lucky if your insurance covers some of that. So they hit you every way they can. And then, oh my gosh, if you have to spend time in a hospital and it's more than a week, oh my gosh, these things could bankrupt you, because it can get crazy. For 24 hours, your bill could be 24,000. I remember years back, I got sick, and I think I was in the hospital for 24 hours. That bill was 24,000, but I had good insurance then, so it covered a lot of it. Thank God. So I don't know if I can compare my insurance to back then, if it's as good, because years, time change, benefits dwindle, you know, everything is more expensive now. So it's a big concern to myself and a lot of other people. So like, try not to get sick, guys, because if you do, and then for the poor people who don't even have health care, oh God, and you get sick, that makes you even more sick when you're in the hospital, because oh my gosh, when I come out, can I even afford this? you know so it's interesting. It's interesting. Oh, gosh, it's a time for everything. And that reminds me of this passage in the Bible. It's book Ecclesiastic, chapter 3. And it goes on to say, there's a time for everything and a season for every activity under the sun, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to uproot, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to tear down and a time to build. But if you go all the way to verse 8, it says, a time to love and a time to hate, and a time for war and a time for peace. And since this year started until what we're in the month October, a lot of changes. Is it changes for the better or for the worse? A lot of Americans feel it's for the worse. We're still waiting for Make America Great Again. So please do as you say. Current administration, stop blaming the left. The left is no longer in. The left don't even have power. You're the majority in the House. You're in control. We're going to look to see what you're going to do. I'm not a fan of either party. If there was a third party, I would vote for it. I'm not happy with either. But stay encouraged, everyone. Be truth tellers. Speak the truth. Don't kiss butt. Stand up for what is right. And enjoy the rest of your week. If you like what I share, if you like my thoughts, hit like, subscribe, and I'll be back at it again. Have a great week, y'all. See ya.